for this week. So we're learning about the bad-tempered ladybird this week, and in maths we're going to be looking at doubling, sharing and halving. Now I think we've done a little bit of this before when we were in school, but we're just going to have another look at it today. So I have made some ladybirds. I've got some rocks out of my garden and I've painted some ladybirds on my rocks, and I'm going to use these to do the doubling today. I have got some numbers. They are hiding. I've put them face down on the floor. I'm going to pick up a number and then we're going to see if we can double the number and put the amount on the ladybird, okay, the spots on the ladybird. So when we're doubling, we need to add the same number together, okay? That's what's special about doubling. So if I chose the number 2 and I want to double 2, I will get 2 more. So double 2 equals 4. Right, I'm going to choose my first number card. I think I'm going to choose this one here. I've got, can you see, number 5. So first I'm going to draw 5 ladybird spots on one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 on this side. Now I want to double 5. If I want to double 5, how many do you think I need to put on this side of the ladybird? If I'm doubling 5, I'm adding the same number together. So I need 5 on this side too. So I've got 5 here. I'm going to double 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my ladybird has got 5 spots on this side and 5 spots on this side. So double 5. I know that we've got 5 spots here, so I'm going to get number 5 in my head. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So double 5 is 10. Okay, so I've done my first ladybird double. I'm going to choose another one now. I think this time I'm going to choose this number card. I wonder what this number is. It's number 7. So I wonder, how many ladybird spots do I need to draw on this side? I need to draw 7. Okay, will you help me count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 7 spots on this side. Now I want to double 7. So what's special about doubling? If we're doubling, we're adding the same number together. So I've got 7 on this side. I'm going to add 7 onto this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 7 on this side and 7 on this side here. So we're going to get 7 in our head and then we're going to carry on counting. Are we ready? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So double 7 equals 14. We've got 14 spots all together. Right, I've got one more of my ladybird stones. Okay, the last number card is number 4. Number 4. So I need to draw 4 spots on this side of the ladybird first. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 spots on this side of the ladybird. Now I want to double 4. So if I'm doubling, remember, we're adding the same number together, the same amount together. So I've got 4 on this side. I need to add 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to see how many we have all together. Get number 4 in your head because we've got 4 on this side. We don't need to count these ones again. We already know we have 4 there. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 spots all together. Right, I'm going to pop that there. Now, I have got another ladybird and I have painted this ladybird's body. Pop it there. Just move these over here. So, I've painted this ladybird. Let me see on camera, there we go. I've painted this ladybird's body. And I have got some more number cards. I'm going to pop them face down on the floor, and in a minute I'm going to choose them. But this time I'm not going to be doubling them. I'm going to be sharing. I've got some buttons, some milky chocolate buttons. I think all of my videos so far have had food in, haven't they? You can tell I like food. So I'm going to choose a number card. Then I'm going to count out that many buttons. And once I've counted them out, I'm going to share them between each side of the ladybird. And when I share them, I need to make sure that each side of the ladybird has got the same amount of chocolate buttons to make sure it is fair. Okay, so I'm going to choose a number card first. I'm going to choose this one first. So I've got number 8. So I'm going to count out 8 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 buttons now. I want to share them so it's fair on both sides of my ladybird's body. Okay, so I'm going to go 1 for you, 1 for you. So we've both got 1 on each side. Now 1 for you, 1 for you. Now both sides has got 2 buttons. 1 for you, 1 for you. Now each side has got 3 buttons, so it's still fair. They've both got the same. 1 for you, and oh, I'm going to put another one on there. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh, do you think this is fair? So this side of the ladybird has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this side of the ladybird has got 1, 2, 3. Is that fair? I don't think it is. I think I'm going to take this one off here and I'm going to put it on here. So on this side we have got 4 buttons, and on this side we've got 4 buttons. So when we share, it's got to be fair. And now look, it's fair. We've got 4 buttons on this side and 4 buttons on this side. Oh, do you know? So we had 8 buttons all together and we've shared them out so it's the same on each side. And do you know what? That means that half of 8, I've split them in half. Half of 8 is 4. Okay, now I'm going to choose another number. This time I'm going to choose this one here. Number 14, that's a big number, isn't it? So I'm going to count out 14 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That was a lot of counting, wasn't it? So I've got 14 buttons here. Now I want to share them out so it's the same on each side of the ladybird, because when we share, it's got to be fair. Okay, so 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. We've both got 2 on each side of our ladybird. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. Now we've both got 4 on each side of our ladybird. 1 for you, 1 for you, One for you. One for you. One for you. Oh, I've got one more. I wonder where I need to put this one to make sure it's fair. Where do you think? Should it go on this side? Or should it go on this side? I think it needs to go on this side here, and then it will be fair. So we had 14 to start off with. We had 14 buttons to start with, and we have shared them out, so it is fair. So each side of the ladybird has got the same amount of spots. Okay, I wonder then how many spots each side of the ladybird has. Let's see if we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so this side has got 7. And if we've shared them out fairly, this side should have the same, shouldn't it? So this side has got 7. So this side should have 7. We'll just double check to make sure we did it fairly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this side has 7 and this side has 7. And that means half of 14 equals 7. Now, I think this week at home, boys and girls, you might want to do something similar to what I've done. You might want to do some craft and paint your own ladybirds on stones or paint them on pieces of paper. You might just want to draw a ladybird and see if you can double the spots on the ladybird, if you can share the spots on the ladybird to make sure it's fair, and see if you can half the spots on the ladybird. I know that you're all working really hard still at home, and I can't wait to see any of your maths home learning from this week. Bye, boys and girls.